Day. Welcome back to another live group chat with us. Today, we are going to discuss about how staying stuck is also difficult, and growth. When you think of growth, it's also difficult. It's hard, but you have to choose which hard you want, right? We all are in discomfort. We all are uncomfortable in our lives. Mainly, we'll discuss more about that, like what situation we were in, and how we came across this business and how we chose this business, which was still difficult for us to start. It was challenging for us. We were skeptical to start with, but we still chose to start this business, and why we chose to start this business instead of staying same, right, in the same situation we were already in, working at the same job for 15 years, 20 years. We had lived that life, but we chose this life. Why we chose that, even though it was difficult, is what we are going to discuss today. So let me start with Kavya, what is your thought about it? What was your situation when you started, and why did you choose to start this business, Kavya?
Yeah, I'm happy to share my experience, Kavya, and thank you. Like one thing you mentioned, like, see, every step in our life we go through, for the present, at that moment, we find everything is hard, right? So, from the time, for example, when we were going to school, we wanted to get rid of school soon, so it was hard. Again, when we went to college, getting rid of exams, finishing our exams was hard. Getting through college was hard. So everything, every present, I mean to say, every present is, we find it hard as a human. But the thing is, we have there's a person who is earning 100 bucks a day, right? So he's figuring out survival. That is also hard. His job is hard. I'm an engineer, so I am earning very well, but still my job is hard. I have to work for 8 hours, sometimes more than 10 hours, 10 to 12 hours. Sometimes we extend and work. Our job is also hard, so every job is hard. So the point is how the question is, we should not think how to avoid hard, because we cannot avoid it. It's a constant thing that is happening in our life. So for the moment we will find it very hard, but if we are choosing the right path, if we are choosing the right hard path, after 2 3 years when we look back, we feel it's good that we took that decision, right? So we feel proud about it. So decision making is very important. What we are choosing is what matters a lot. So in my experience, I have been in IT industry now for 12 years, 12 long years. So in 20, like a few years ago, I lost my job. So when I lost, like, I have changed my companies, I think 4 or 5 companies till now, from the time I started my career. So it's the same cycle, right? So I decide to change the job, and then I start giving interviews. I have to study, sit and study. I prepare for the interview, and then, okay, I will be thinking, okay, there will be some promotions. My only goal is to get promotions, get hikes, right? So the hikes, you cannot predict it. It depends on the company's progression also. So are you looking at that short term goal, or you want to look at a bigger picture? Do you want to do something else? So this struck my mind when I lost my job. So I felt like, okay, am I going through the same cycle? I'll sit and study now, I'll get through the interview, I'll crack the interview, and I'll get to a new company. And again, it's the same cycle. So I never know, I'll have to work more than 10 hours, 12 hours, sometimes overnights I sit and extend my work. So, do I have to go through the same cycle, or should I bring a change in my life? Is what I thought. So that moment I decided, okay, I should look for I should look for an extra income, so that, let me start it as a side income, and I'll make it as my basic income, over my IT job. So that is when I started researching about this, and then I got into this business. So what we are choosing, so now, right now, I'm not saying everything is easy. Even doing this business is not so easy. It is simple. I'm not saying it is easy, but it is simple. If I can spend 2 or 3 hours after my 9 to 5 job, right, and okay, I can sacrifice my sleep or weekends, okay, it's fine, right? I have to come out of my comfort zone if I have to achieve something. So the person who come out of his comfort zone and work towards his progress, definitely that person is going to achieve, grow, become financially independent in his life. So is what I believe. So that is how I got into this business, and that is how everybody should think, is what I believe, Kavya.
So thank you for sharing that, Kavya. And like you said, yes, both are difficult, right? You were already in a difficult phase. You were going through the same cycle, and still were depending on the same job again and again. So when you found this opportunity, you knew that it was not going to be easy, but you still chose another discomfort with your current one. Why? Because we all chose that. Why? Because we knew we can go through this discomfort for some time and we will become comfortable, like all of us have become comfortable with our jobs now. We know that okay, if we go to another job, we'll get another job. Okay, the same thing repeats. We are comfortable with that now. Like, we are struggling, but we are comfortable with that struggle already. The same way, when you start something, it might be discomfort for you in the beginning, but once you keep doing it, you will become comfortable. You'll come out of that comfort zone and you become comfortable. But you're choosing something hard than your job maybe, but working in that particular new thing that you're starting, if that can give you freedom in the next 1 or 2 years to come, would you choose that or still be at your job forever? That's what we are talking about, right? Both are discomfort for you, but choosing one can actually free you from whatever you're currently going through. That's what we choose, right? So yeah, thank you for sharing that, Kavya. Okay, so Praveen, what is your thought about it, Praveen?
Hey, good day, everyone. So this is Praveen here from US. So in my perspective, um, anything that we step outside our comfort zone will cause the discomfort or we feel very hard to get it. So we all have a perimeter of comfort zone, and even thinking of stepping outside the comfort zone is the hardest thing for us. For example, an employee working in the same company for 15, 20 years. So the thought of finding a new job, doing the resume again, going for an interview is the hardest thing for him because he's very comfortable for 15, 20 years in the same job. So similarly, so any thought that that we do outside our comfort zone will make us discomfort. But when we step outside, it will give a different feeling, it will give a different future. So for me, and also when we start something new because of the excitement, we feel that it's very easy to do. For example, so when I initially migrated from India to Australia, so I was very comfortable. So I enjoyed the atmosphere, the food, and everything. But when the real life kicked in, so I felt hard to pay the rent. I felt hard to eat all those burger every day. So that's where the discomfort comes in the picture. But there are other alternatives. When you choose those things, then our life will change. For me, choosing this business was not an easy thing, but I had a lot of skepticism and then I had a lot of questions, but still I took that courage to step outside their comfort zone and then I thought to do this business. So the discomfort or the hardest thing for me is to put myself in front of the camera because I felt that I don't have that aura or my voice is not very attractive in front of the camera. But still, I practiced and then I was able to overcome that. And the second thing is I work long hours, like uh, I do alongside my business. I have my full time job and also I do this business alongside. So I'll be working long hours, like 10 hours or 8 hours a day, and then after coming home, so I always want to get relaxed because that is more comfortable for me than spending time in the business. But I know that if I spend time in the business, it will give a better future for me. And the other thing is answering the people's question. So we know that. So once we are in the business, we get the knowledge and then we are able to answer all those frequently asked questions. But sometimes people ask this SQ, the stupid questions, sorry, not stupid questions, the strange questions. Like people get scammed in the online and then they come to us because we are very responsive and always online. They come to us and then ask all those questions and they get the answer, but still they want us to annoy us and then they want us to frustrate us. So they keep asking these questions. So that was another hardest thing for me. But if I analyze deeply, so anyhow in my work, I'm on a video call always. So I talk to strangers at my work. So why not I do the same thing for my business? So I work long hours in my job trying to solve problem for someone and then make them rich. But why not do the same thing? Just spend 2 hours in my business to have a better future for myself and provide solution for my own family. And again, not every colleague is my friend, not every colleague is my enemy. So people come with a different mood to the job, right? So suppose if I have an argument with my wife in the morning or something happened in the traffic, I'll be grumpy to everyone throughout the day at my work. So similarly, I face a lot of people. So even in the job, we do the same thing. So why not for our business? Why can't we do the same thing? So that's what my perspective. But if you feel that getting clarity is hard, being courageous is hard, being consistent and being competent is very hard, then everything will be hard for us. But if you are able to get that clarity, the knowledge of the business, and if you are consistent and if you are committed to what you're doing, then it will give you a fruitful life. And we all know that, right? So whatever we sacrifice or whatever we give up, we get twice or more than that return in return. So that's how this business also works. So yes, there is some effort is required. Only thing is we need to cross that hardest bridge. Once you cross it, then there is a different world outside there. I see people doing this full time. They're not even working 8 hours, but they are doing this business full time, and they are making more than what I make in my job. So there is an advantage, but the thing is we need to practice that hardest part and then convert that into a comfortable part, and then everything will fall into place. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you, Praveen, for sharing that. One thing I took from Praveen's points is that we talk to people at our jobs. We talk to strangers at our jobs, right? You're okay to do that for somebody else, right? For some other person's business. Why not do the same thing for yourself, right? You feel that it is hard. You know that it is hard. You can't talk to people. See, it's not about talking, like not every business or not every job might be talking to people, right? But we are just giving example of this. Like many people come to us and ask, like, should I be posting similar to you on social media? I'm very shy. I don't think I can post on social media. It is difficult for you because you have not done that yet, right? And that is what we are talking about now. It might be difficult for you in the beginning. It might be a discomfort for you in the beginning, but you have to come out of your comfort zone and do things. Why? Because you know that if you do it, you can actually earn more than your job. If that is an option for you, would you take it or not, is what we are talking about, right? So it is, for me, I'm still an introvert. I started this business, I didn't know what to post. I don't know, like, if I should be posting, like, how do I post? Everything was my difficult part for me. That was completely that was the main thing that stayed in between to my success, right? Like, I should come out of that, and I took that as a challenge. Why? Because for me, staying away from my parents was difficult. I was an immigrant in Berlin, Germany. I was staying away from my aging parents. I wanted to be close to them. I didn't want to work in the IT industry forever and depend on that $3,000, $4,000 per month, working 12 hours, extra shifts, extra hours. That was a discomfort for me already. I was already living that life, which I didn't want to, right? And I was living that life for somebody else's business, right? And I was just getting $3,000 or $4,000 per month. That was my life. If I could put the same effort for myself, I'm discomfort. I'm in a discomfort now. If I just come out of that comfort zone and post on social media, that's the only discomfort I'll be having in my own business. Other than that, everything is simple for me here, right? That was my part. That one thing that was an issue for me was posting on social media. If I could come out of that part, then I can actually get great results. It's not about just $3,000 or $4,000 we are talking about here, right? We are making 5-figure income, and that by putting in 1 to 2 hours a day, right? And if I can do that, why should I work for somebody else and be in that discomfort? Being away from my parents is what I thought. So I chose this discomfort over the discomfort that I was already living, right? And it is worth it. And that's what I'm telling. So you have two hard things. Like, you know that growth is difficult. You're already in a discomfort phase. Choose one hard or choose one difficult thing which can actually give you a different lifestyle, right? Don't choose the same thing, same discomfort again and again and be stuck in your life, right? So choose something different is what we all want to say. So thank you for sharing those points also, Praveen. Okay, let's go with Deepa. Deepa, what is your thought about it?
Thank you, Kavya. I was just listening, Kavya and Praveen, and there is a lot of thing going on through my mind. So right now, I just want to start with one point. Growth will not happen in comfort zone. Any people who achieved success, when we observe, they really gone through the hardships, and when we enjoy that process, that hardships we will not feel in that same hardship way. So in my childhood, usually we don't have this much taxi, own car or something. Me and my brother, we used to go to my mother's house. So there is two option, two roads. So one road is a very like a bumpy kind of thing, and a little bit narrowed kind of thing, and too much paddy fields, and small streams and all. So it is a very nice place to enjoy, but it is a lot bumpy. We will not be comfortable. But the other road is there. It's very long. It's it was properly tarred, and it's a smooth road. My brother always he's having cycle, and I don't know how to ride cycle, and he will tell, okay, Chechi, you just go through that way and I will go through this way. But for me, rather than going for a long walk through that tarred road with too much heat, because we are walking now, hot sun will be there. I prefer going through that, enjoying that paddy field, but it will be a little bit bumpy, but I will be reaching in a walking pace, I will be reaching comparatively faster. But anyway, my brother is reaching there first because he have cycle. So same like that. After I came UAE, 15 years I was working as an MRI technologist. And I never thought about I will be doing business or anything. Anyway, but when this business came into picture, and I was there, everybody, all of us will be having this dilemma period. Oh my God, whether I will choose this one or not. So I am seeing the person who suggested me this business. She is doing the videos and discussions, and in my mind, I'm picturing myself in that situation, and I was like, oh, I cannot. But when I go to my duty next day, uh, next day or coming days also, what I experiencing is like, I am in my one shift, I'm doing 20 21 patients. Okay, but talking to these patients, and putting these patients inside the MRI machine is really really challenging. All the MRI technologists or CT technologists face, because it's not a, it's not a pleasant experience. We are putting in them in a tunnel, and I was thinking, I have to convince. I per patient I'm getting, usually they used to give us 40 minutes per patient. So comfortably we can talk to them, we can make them relax, because it needs time. And then we have to we have to ask them to change their clothes, and they should be absolutely zero metal in their body. By any chance, if any patient who have a cardiac implant, and he purposefully didn't tell us to that I have a cardiac implant. Some patients are there, they're hiding their medical information. And if I believe that person, and if I put him inside that, he will be finished. The end. And I will be responsible for that. And it is a big issue. So it happened with me. One patient, he just hide the information. And luckily, I was just trying with a metal detector, and I find a beep. And when I palpate and there is a bump in the subcutaneous part, I found out this one. So, and it goes on too much, talk. Oh, what could, if you put him inside? Okay, I found out, but still it is a shock for me. So I have to deal with this kind of people, and like especially the other nationality people, not Indians. If we ask too much question, they will take it personally. They will take, why you are asking? The doctor didn't ask me this much question, and why they will be presenting with too much why. I was thinking, usually my duty shift itself is toxic with this kind of questions and this kind of feeling, okay, whatever it may happen inside. And some patients will be claustrophobic inside. I have to take the patient out, talk to them again. And gradually what happened, the hospital out, they make it as business, to be frank. And they cut short the time per patient from 40 minutes to half an hour, less than half an hour, then 20 minutes. So I have almost 20-minute duration running scanning I have to do for the patient. I have to speak with the patient. I have to find out there is any abnormality. I have to pick it up and I have to demonstrate, like in the picture. I have to we have, when we taking photo, we are zooming out the this one and presenting. So the MRI scans that I am producing, I am actually silently talking or demonstrating my radiologist. See, this is his problem. Okay, so that radiologist can easily interpret that. But here, I am now under the pressure of the time. Now I don't have proper time to talk with the patient. I am hurry. I am usually a very good, professional way of talking and making patient comfortable. But for me, this find very difficult. So I find, okay, now I have to fight with my radiologist because maybe there is a chance I miss some pathology. And now with the management, why you are taking too much time, and with the patient, why you are throwing into this machine without giving me proper instruction. I'm now between this. So I thought, okay, anyway, I am facing this kind of issue. But as my as my mentor or the person who introduced me, she also telling me, Deepa, initially it was difficult to come in front of camera. I'm not telling you to come in front of camera whenever you are comfortable. Otherwise we can do organic others posting. No, other ways are there. So yeah, then I thought, okay, that is one, the duty side is one issue. And another thing what I observe is, like, when I delivered my two babies here, okay, as we are having insurance card here, insurance card, it will cover every expenses. So usually people will not prefer to, with, anyway, they will not give me any leave during my pregnancy, because I have maternity leave 30 days only. No, 50 days only. So I couldn't travel India. But with that full, pregnancy, term pregnancy, I couldn't travel. So my mother came. How my mother came? She just left my father there. So whenever she was here for both delivery, and I find, and my mother find it's really difficult to, deal with my father. Not because he's a troublemaker, because he was a kind of power. He don't know anything cooking, and he is a shy type. He will not go and ask for food, and he's not comfortable in eating outside food also. So literally I find how my mother, stuck in between me. Her mother duty also she have to do for me, and for the father also. So because of my job, if I have that freedom to travel during, enjoy all my pregnancy and delivery from India, yeah, it was okay. Then these all things gone through my mind. So anyway, this kind of difficulties are there. So why should I am focusing the one difficulty that if I start doing it, it will be easy for me. I know. So that is how I decide. So there is many hill like difficulties there in front of me, but I have to choose this difficulty. And this difficulty, my business is offering me every freedom that I want. So I want to tell all the people. I think what I feel, when we are suggesting this business to people, they have this mentality. Okay, you suggest, so you make it easy, everything for me. So it is now, that is how they are approaching us. I'm not comfortable in posting. I am not comfortable in speaking to people. So if they done these things on their own, they will not tell like this. Okay, so that's it. Choose your difficulty level. And I know that because after I choose this difficulty, I am enjoying my difficulty. And finally, that difficulty lead me to this kind of situation that anytime there is no alarm clock in my life now, there is no boss in my life now, there is no, patients who are, like sometimes some patients we are saying toxic patient also, to be frank. They have to do their scan. Now they are making that this is my responsibility to finish their scan. That kind of non-responsible patients also there. So yeah, so that all difficulties I eliminated because I choose that difficulty of coming online. And I made a gradual change only. It was not a sudden after I came into even Kavya knows, after I came into my business, I didn't came with hi guys, how are you? Like that. No. Yeah, that's it, Kavya. Thank you.
Thank you for sharing that, Deepa. I know Deepa has a lot of things to talk about. She has experienced a lot of things, and she has come in with a like she said, she has a lot of difficulty from her childhood. She can say all these things are what I've gone through, and this is the thing I chose now, right? This is the business I chose now because, like she said, she gets all the freedom that she wants from this business, whatever she has been desiring from a long time, right? It's the same for most of us, right? We think of starting a business, and we can't do that because mainly capital, that this and everything, and whatever business you start, it is hard. But people come and think, like Deepa said, they think, okay, I want everything to be easy for me. I'm already in a difficult phase now. If I'm starting something new, I want everything to be easy. No, you can't get something which is easier and have a better life. You can maybe go into a, like, you can go behind in your life maybe if you choose easy. But if you want to grow, you have to choose something which is difficult than what you're already doing, but you will become comfortable with it as you go, right? But choose that difficult phase which can actually give you the worth, right? If you're putting that same 8 hours, if you put the same 8 hours in your business, you can actually get more freedom than what you're already in, right? You don't have to work for 12 hours. You can work for 2 hours, but it can be hard for you in the beginning, but that 2 hours can give you more freedom in future. That's what we are looking for, right? Don't be stuck in the same phase. Okay, so that's the thing. So thank you for sharing that, Deepa. I think Praveen left. Kavya, if you have the meeting, you can also leave if you are waiting for that. Right? So we'll go with Nandini, Dr. Nandini now. Dr. Nandini, what is your decision? Yes, Kavya. Yeah, you can leave, I think, if it's late for you.
No, I'm so sorry. I just wanted to say thank you all. See, I am managing both my job and as well as this business. So I just finished my business task for today and then I'm jumping to my 9 to 5 job. Just wanted to say that. All right. Yeah, you all have a good day. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Okay, Dr. Nandini, what is your thought about this, Nandini?
Hello, good morning. Today it's a special day for me. It's my wedding anniversary. But when coach said, let's have a chat show, I felt any excuse to huddle up. So let's do it. So, yeah. Thank you. So, this is a beautiful lines and a lesson from Sir Jim Rohn, isn't it? Jay, choose your heart, which heart you would go for. He goes on to say, Jay, you're not a tree, you can move. If you don't like something, move. You're not a geese, you can fly on a different direction. So keep your options open all through. All our speakers, all our friends have beautifully navigated through their life journey, saying hard was never an issue when you really focus on the beauty and the rewards that come with it. And that is where, because we repeatedly hear that it's all about a mindset, seeing something as hard is a perception, right? So how do people, because it's not like a handful people in human race, there's so many people who focus on doing the hard work. Why do they do that? Every time that we applaud athletes in the Olympics, why do they do that? It's just the tip of the iceberg. But for years they have trained in that hard, only because not a single human being can embrace pain. Why do they do that? Because they have focused on the reward that comes after that hard feeling. And you can never do that unless you have an experience of how the rewarding moment feels like. So like Guruji, Sri Ravi Shankar ji would say, if you just go delve back into your memory lane from your childhood days, every one of us had different moments, different situations where we had a win, small or big win, coming topping on in your class in the subject, or friends saying you have done so great, this has been a kind gesture. Anything where you felt appreciated if you can relive that moment, how that rewarding feeling, how that appreciation feels like, it will be so easy for you to embrace a hard journey, because you know how the end will feel like. And that is what pulls people through the hard journey. That is one. Now, as Deepa said beautifully, going through the village road, the bumpy road, and embracing that bumpy road, because the nature that you get in that bumpy road, you will not get in the tarmac roads at all. So likewise for me, it's a lot of people, if you delve deep, you will feel, yeah, I also like hard. So for me as well, developmental anomaly maybe, I always love challenge, especially if somebody says that's actually hard, are you sure you can do this? That triggers me, really, let's do it then, baby. So okay, so from my childhood days, let's start a quick journey. Not, oh, by the way, Dr. Nandini Haldar by background, an obstetrician and gynecologist, and people would think that I would concentrate on my doctor's journey alone, but it's the whole life journey that takes you to where you are. So when my mama was carrying me before I was even born, she attended a dance conference beautifully done by somebody of national acclaim. And in India, you know, the sex of the baby can never be told before they are born. So she didn't know, but she was very emotional, saying, if I have a baby girl, I would want her to learn from this beautiful lady, the dance. So from my very early days, even before I knew how to learn anything, from age of 2-year-old, when I could actually walk, she would take me. We didn't have car or anything. She would take me through the traffic, through the public transport every day, knowing that I'm not grown enough to understand, to learn any skill. I won't even enter the class, but she would take me every day with patience, that one day she would go through that class door and would actually start learning. So she would show that. And my first dance performance was when I was 3-year-old, you know, and God knows I didn't understand anything, but it was at a big public auditorium in the city. I was 3-year-old, as a wife of a fisherman, poor and a happy couple, and my husband, the fisherman, was 3.5-year-old. And after that was done, my mama didn't see anything. Her eyes were full. She was panicking backstage. After it was done, all I remember as a kid is the whole hall, everybody was standing, they were giving flying kisses, saying it's adorable. And I was so mesmerized with that. Said, really, this is how it feels like to be appreciated? I forgot to come out of the stage, and everybody said, come out this way. So I was like, the lights and the noise of everybody clapping, I was still there. And then the fisherman, my husband, who is just 6 months older to me, came and held me by the hand and took me out of the stage. So that was my first time when I knew, je hard mane, leave that. This is how it feels when the lights are on you and everybody is saying, wow, you're adorable. So that way the journey starts, that you feel like, yeah, I want to do that again. So from class 6 and 7, my father is very honorable and a recognized person in the city, and yeah, he's a respected lawyer. He's far today, I always talk about him as he's next to me always. So his law firm is established law firm, and children would come, the law learning kids, the students would come and stay there like an adult gurukul. From their 2nd, 3rd year, they would stay all day, shadow him. So I would see what a hard life these beginners, these law students are having. Their internship is how to hone a skill, how to embrace that hard path, and everything was established there. I would assist my father from class 6 and 7, and everything was sort of known that I'll be a lawyer. Suddenly it clicked my head, if I inherit this and people will say she got it easy, I won't do that. I will make my own path. And I don't have any brothers and sisters, and Papa, it's a big law firm and it's known that I will be a lawyer too. Suddenly in class 6 and 7, it's like, no, I have to do something where I'll be really appreciated, that I've done something from scratch. Papa, I want to be a doctor. Yeah. So from that time onwards, it was settled, and he said, yeah, I would support you, but just that, know that there's no doctor in our family. It's all lawyers, my father-in-law as well as my grandfather. So we will support you, but we don't know how to really push you on this path. So you'll have to curve out this. So that's where it is. And last, anybody in India with this huge population blast in India, anybody who has gone through any competitive exams knows what it takes to go through these competitive exams, medical entrance, engineering exam, IS officers. Everybody knows what it takes to go through that. So yes, you will have to focus. For 2-3 years, we didn't see the sun and the moon, nothing. Doors and windows will be closed, and people, we will be in our gang. So people will just come, our friends will come and say, you have done this, I have done this much, and that's all will be our life. Yeah, that was a life we have gone through just to know where we'll lead to. And finally, again, after being a doctor, when I came abroad, when I went to UK for 13-14 years, I've worked in the NHS UK. That also wasn't an easy life. But again, all through as a doctor, what we used to focus on, actually patients who can't even pay you by money, when they bring their fruit from their garden saying, I don't have anything to give you, this is all I have because you have saved my life. The all day I would be thinking, oh my God, let me see that fruit once again, or that gift once again, which is priceless. So once you concentrate on the reward, being a doctor, everybody knows how hard it is. Not a 9 to 5 job, it's a timeless job, and the night shifts in a row, so we won't see the daylight, we'll come back and sleep. That's all there. I'm not going into that. So as a doctor, it's been a very rewarding moment. Even after a most difficult night shift, all night I've been operating, and in the morning when I just walk out of the hospital and the cool air hits my face, I would be just blankly, stupidly looking at the sky and feeling so happy and grateful for this day. Jay, I have done something good. So that is all I want to say. But along with that, it's the hardship that comes, the physical strain and the mental strain. Nobody can take away from a demanding specialty. So for me, for 13-14 years, I have been in a foreign land where I couldn't meet my parents once a year for 2 weeks. It was hard. And then over time, the burnout gave a toll on me, that I had health problems. So quite a few health problems made me realize I have to look at, this is the phase of life. I have to look at something which will be again hard, but rewarding, and hard duration is less now. So that's where it is. Digital entrepreneurship, we don't look at hard. After doing all these hard things in our life, this is really easy when you look at the rewarding moment and being recognized in a global arena, working less hours but earning so much more, as well as having family time, precious family time. The gain is too much to really ignore now. So that's where I made my shift. And thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Nandini, for sharing so many things with us. So, like you said, it's difficult in the beginning, but the reward is what we look for, right? Like you've been working at your job for so many years now. What is the reward you've got? Is your life has your life changed? Will it change in the next 5 years or 10 years to come, or will you still be in the same situation? That is what you have to look for, right? What is the reward you're getting for the hard work that you're putting in, right? So if you choose something else which is a little harder in the beginning, but like Dr. Nandini said, whatever you have gone through, you might be working with your illness, right? You can't leave your job because you are not healthy, but still you have to work because you don't have anything else, right? Any other income coming in. So that's the main thing. People still work. So you are going through a hardship already. Can a different discomfort change your life, right? And this business can, right? We've experienced that. We've seen what we've achieved already. We've seen our desires come true through this business, and for that we came out of our comfort zone. It was not easy for us, but we still came out of our comfort zone to do it. So thank you for sharing that, Dr. Nandini. Okay, coming to the last panelist today, Nandini Sen, please share your experience. Nandini, what made you come into this field?
Yeah, thank you guys. While Deepa and Nandini were talking, especially, I was transported back to my life and different things, which I will tell you about subsequently. But right now, I want to start with this. When I came across this digital business, I was going through the worst time physically, mentally, emotionally in my life. And I knew that I had to do something to change. But I want to tell you something. When this business came to me, I actually looked for holes in it. And I see people doing that as well. They'll be in the most dire situation. They desperately need to do something. They need to earn the money. They need financial freedom. But like me, they'll pick holes in it. Oh, there has to be people. Which business doesn't have people? Which business? Tell me, what can you do without people? You can't be a doctor, you can't be a lawyer, you can't be a retailer. So, yes, of course there are going to be people. Poke holes in that. I can't do that, Papa. I can't sell. Seriously, when you have children, don't you tell them you have to eat the green vegetables first? Isn't that like a kind of selling? Right or wrong? Like when my mom had her MRI, Deepa, I remember that. She was so nervous and I went with her. I had to like puslow her and sell it to her. So we're constantly doing that. But if you want to pick holes in anything, you can find many. So what are you doing? Are you okay then not to be able to make money? Are you okay then to feel physically low, mentally low, emotionally low, down, 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 rather than trying something new, which is a proven system where people all over the world have changed their lives? And then I went back. So at that time when this came, I have two grown-up children. One would not even hear about it. Digital business. She wouldn't even give it time of day. My son had a panicking fit. He just said, Mom, what are you getting into? You can't do this. So that's another thing. Are you going to look for validation from outside or are you going to make your own decision? Are you not a grown up? Can you not make your own decisions? Are you going to be a jumping puppet? Because you will be a football of other people's opinions then. Kavya will say something, Deepa will say something else, Praveen will say something, not in this group, of course, but I'm talking about outside. Why do you need anybody's permission? You just need your own permission. And as Nandini was talking, I went back we were at a Jain Mandir. I was an art of living teacher, and my son was singing some Shiva bhajan or something. Suddenly the bhajan ended and he said, Okay, now my mother, Nandini said, is going to sing a Krishna bhajan. And I just froze. There were like thousands of people there. What bhajan was I going to sing? And I just panicked, but I didn't have a choice because he just threw me into the storm and said, Sing. And I sang, and I had goose flesh, and my heart was going dhakata, 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 dhakata. I was so nervous, but I had to do it because it was thrown into the storm. Cut to at a huge Maidan in Juhu. Guruji is on stage, Shishi Ravi Shankar, and he suddenly called for me, and I was sitting there right in front again. Thak, 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 thak. Thousands of people. And then he says, Okay, Nandini, read the next question. And I didn't even hear what he said until my friend Vidya put the question. Guruji is asking you to read it and give the answer. I said, Oh, okay, okay. So again, I'm thrown into a storm. And it's those times when I was thrown into a storm without thinking that I've given my best of me. So, you're in a bad way. You want to stay in that hard, or we want to try something new, which is hard. None of us have said this business is easy. It's not easy. But what is easy, you tell me? Being a mother wasn't easy. I wasn't given a PDF file about how to be a mother. I know there were times when I was a terrible mother. That was not easy. It was very hard. Being a daughter sometimes is not easy. When I look back, both my parents have died in my arms. And when I look back at my relationship with them, I think that I could have done better. That I could have done much better. That I could have done. Was it easy? You tell me, you're all children. Is being a partner easy? At times when you've been the worst person being that partner. So yeah, who says this business is going to be easy? But is it rewarding? You bet it is. Will you make the best friends here? You bet you will. Will you feel loved? Will you feel cherished? Will you feel nurtured? You bet you will. And will you make money? There's no question. So choose your heart. We chose us. Thanks, Kavya.
Thank you so much, Nandini. It was so good. Like the way you ended it, right? Like, is it worth it? You bet it is. Right? So it might be difficult for you in the beginning, but I'm telling you, it will become easy for you as you go, right? Everything is difficult in the beginning till you learn that skill, and once you learn the skill, it is going to be easy for you. You will become comfortable with it. And think of that phase. You've already become comfortable posting on social media, you've already become comfortable talking to people already. Now you're earning so much more than what you could earn from your job, and you don't have any stress. You don't have a stress. You don't have to wake up to the alarm clock. You don't have to worry about like not getting paid while you're traveling. You don't have to worry about being with your family back in India, right? If you're an immigrant, if you want to live with your close to your family, your aging parents, they are sick, and you are able to give them time. These are the things that you're getting for a small effort that you're putting to come outside of your comfort zone and put yourself on social media. This is the reward you're getting. So will that be worth it or not? Right? And it is not going to be hard as your job. That's what we are talking about. You've been doing working at your job for 20 years, 25 years now, with the same hard, or maybe it is getting worse with your, maybe your health is at stake, and you're still putting that effort there. But if you can put the same effort in this business for yourself for a few years, like 1 to 3 years, 4 years, even if it takes 5 years for you to become financially free, where you don't have to depend on your availability, right? You can still be traveling and still you can earn. This is the thing that you'll be getting for the small effort you're putting now, coming out of that comfort zone, which is very, very, very minimal, where you'll start enjoying being on social media. We never thought we could do that, but we are doing that. We think of, okay, I can talk about this, I can put this, I can post this. Why? Because we are enjoying that phase now, right? And you will also do that, but you have to come out of your comfort zone. And just think, just to end the session, think of, you are already in a difficult phase now, right? And you're looking for something extra, you're looking for something different. But if you look for something different which is easier than what you're doing, you will never find it, right? You might find it, but you might not change your lifestyle with that, right? You always have to look for something which is difficult, but will that difficult thing, whatever you're trying, will that give you what you're desiring? Will that give you the life that you desire? Will that difficult thing that you're trying change your life? Think of that. Ask this question instead of what if it doesn't work. Ask this question: what if it works, and if it gives you the life you desire? Right? That's what we'll have to look for, I think. Yeah. So thank you all for sharing your experience today. I think it was a great session. I hope everyone watches till the end and actually get to know more about us and what struggle we went through, and still we are standing strong and we are actually enjoying the life we desire. So yeah, thank you everyone for joining today, and we'll connect again soon. Yeah, thank you. Bye-bye.